These are scenes we're unlikely to see again anytime soon, as the World Anti-Doping Agency has banned Russia for 4 years from global sport. It means there'll be no Russian team at the Olympics or Football World Cup, no Russian national anthem or Russian flag. The country is also forbidden from hosting or bidding for major events. This represents the most severe sanction yet for a doping scandal which shocked the world. At the height of the deception, Russia's cheating was worthy of a Hollywood script. Dirty urine samples were passed through a hole in the wall and swapped for clean ones at the Sochi Winter Olympics in 2014. But this ban pertains not to the doping itself, but the cover-up of the cover-up. Data handed over from this Moscow laboratory to WADA investigators had been manipulated, deleted and faked. These are the WADA executive members who decided on that punishment.
Were you surprised to see such critical anti-doping data deleted by the Russians, even after they'd promised to be compliant?
The answer is yes. Surprised. I mean, why would we place an offer before the Russian authorities to break the deadlock that existed between WADA and Russia? The assumption was that we were waiting entirely for Russia to accept the McLaren report.
Russian athletes competed as neutrals at the Rio Olympics in 2016 and were welcomed back into the international fold before this new act of deception.
Here in Lausanne, at the home of the International Olympic Committee, and just behind me you can see the countdown clock ticking down to the Tokyo Olympics. There are now 227 days to go, but as it stands there will be no Russian team there, although some athletes may compete under a neutral banner.
And at home, the ban was welcomed by scores of British athletes cheated out of medals by Russians. The Great Britain bobsleigh team was presented with their bronze medal from Sochi last month, 5 years after the event.
We definitely missed out. I mean, when we first found out all of this went on, there was definitely some anger and disappointment towards the whole event. But eventually it just sort of turned out that it dragged out so long. We were just relieved to get hold of the medal, you know, and it hasn't sort of left my side since. You know, we've still got it here, and you know, we're trying to just work out what we're doing with it now and making the most of it.
This isn't a blanket ban on Russian athletes, but some still feel a sense of persecution.
If we all want to play fair and stand against doping, then we should deal with this problem together. Otherwise, some countries get sanctioned for the use of doping, whilst others don't.
6 years after the first evidence of widespread cheating in Russia, and the deception continues. But with the country likely to appeal this decision, the ban is not the end of the story. Martha Kellner, Sky News, Lausanne.